Homeless people, if there is insufficient shelter space, have a right to erect temporary shelter on public property. And the Red Tent campaign is about actualizing that right so that people can take some shelter on public space. We have a homeless situation in Vancouver that has doubled since the Olympics were awarded to Vancouver. There are simply too many homeless people in Vancouver for the shelter capacity. If there isn't sufficient shelter space, having a tent, while not perfect and certainly not a permanent solution, is better than sleeping without any shelter whatsoever. And I think the international community is going to be very tuned into it, because a very similar campaign was unrolled in Paris about 3 years ago, where the homeless organization called the Children of Don Quixote gave away 200 red tents to homeless people in Paris, and it was an enormous success. So we're hoping if we have half of the success that the French campaign had, we'd be very, very happy. I think the city has a real opportunity here to engage with people that are currently street homeless in a way that they never had before, and make sure that taking shelter overnight on city property is not a dangerous thing.
I just want to say that the Citywide Housing Coalition supports the Red Tent campaign, and we're a widespread organization, but we support it because everything we've done to this point appears to have had very little effect on the federal government. We don't think that we are going to end homelessness by 2015 without the federal government and without a return to permanent national housing programs that build social housing for people each year and that the city can count on.
Right now we're in the midst of the biggest housing homelessness crisis that this city has seen since the Depression. We need to work with all sectors of our society to get the federal government to step up and create affordable housing in the city that is truly affordable. There is a motion that's before the House of Commons, Bill 304, that's calling for a national housing program. We haven't had one since 1993 when the federal government withdrew from providing housing, and then in 2001 the province of British Columbia withdrew from providing real affordable housing. We need to draw attention to this in any way we can. It's a tragedy in this country like Canada that there are any people sleeping on the streets, and it's something that all three levels of government need to work together on.